Greetings and welcome to the first in a series of videos where I will be composing a series of RPG battle themes for the game Adventure to Fate: Lost Island. Today I'm going to be focusing on a battle theme for a volcano-based environment, so things are going to be pretty intense and heavy and ominous and kind of scary, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The work in today's video is going to be a cover song in a sense, as I'm going to be recreating a pre-existing composition from composer Ryan AVX. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, but that's his name. And it's just going to be the theme's intro. And my reasoning behind this was by analyzing Ryan's piece and by doing my best to replicate it bit by bit, it would help me to determine the direction of my own original contributions. By the way, if you want to learn more about Ryan's work, I have included links to check him out in the description down below. So this video is quite lengthy, and if you're the type who likes to jump around and skip ahead and all that sort of stuff, I've included a bunch of timestamps over at my Patreon page, so be sure to check that out. And if you'd like to see the rest of the journey and how this song actually turns out, I humbly invite you to become a supporter. All right, let's get into it. Hello, thank you for joining me. So today I am going to be working on video game music, which I'm extremely excited about. It is going to be a battle theme for a JRPG-style game for the phone. More 8-bit in nature than anything else. It's a bit of a hybrid though, and there's all types of music going on throughout the video game as far as like the sonic quality. And for today, I'm just going to be focusing on the writing itself. So the sonic elements I'm going to deal with in a separate video. So things will definitely sound drastically different compared to what I'm doing today. But here's the deal. I got some old music from the game developer. The game is called Adventure to Fate. And he wanted me to extend this. Again, it's a battle theme. It's very chaotic in nature. Let's have a listen, actually, while we're at it. Right, so one of the reasons he wanted me to replace this is that he felt like it was both too short and also too repetitive. So that's going to be one of the things I'm going to be focusing on today. I really do like the vibe, though, that this creates. I like the sense of urgency. I like that feeling of like impending doom. To me, this is more of like a final boss theme than a battle theme, but I still like the vibe of it. So I've, sketched out some notes here. And by the way, I do not know who the original composer of this is, but once I find out from the developer, I will include that in this video as well, somewhere around here. And yeah, hopefully he can get credited for what you guys are listening to today. Anyway, so let's take a look at the notes here. Just to kind of get organized, I wanted to have everything laid out. So song length is 50 seconds, wrote down the mood, impending doom, foreboding, sense of urgency. Style seems to be in the realm of like rock and metal. I made some notes about like what I heard going on as far as the melodies went. Very chromatic. Tempo is 150 BPM after analyzing the tempo of this track in Logic. I go to tempo. Apply region tempo to project tempo. It turned up as 150. The time signature seems to be 3/4, as we can hear right here. It's probably a delay on Zoom, so I'll bring in the click so you can hear it a little bit better. So that's the overall pulse, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I really like where those kicks and snares are landing. So I wanted to, what I wanted to do was start by recreating this musical track just so I see what all the moving parts are, and then from there I want to develop it. So I think this video might be focused more on just recreating this, and then in the next video I'll show you what I do from there as I get off and running. But let's go down the line here. The number of instruments that I could hear after listening was 6. So kick, snare, hi-hat, keyboard playing the lead melody, the bass playing the lead melody as well, yet an octave below. And then I heard a counter melody with a separate keyboard. I might use guitar there, I'm not sure. This little picture is something that I pulled up from a Google search just to kind of keep my mind in the mindset of the whole theme of this is a volcano scene. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but it is. It's a volcano scene. So like the environment is in a volcano. This is a volcano battle theme. So I want to make sure I have this kind of, image floating around in my mind that I could draw some inspiration from. And some notes: composing method, rhythm first. What do you hear in your head? Chaos, panic, but also action and drive. Now, want to give credit where it's due. A lot of this stuff that I learned here, like just this organizational stuff when writing a video game music, because I'm relatively new to writing video game music. There's a cool course on Udemy called Game Music Composition, Make Music for Games from Scratch by Carleen Hong. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it because I'm ignorant and I apologize, but check it out if you're on Udemy and you want to learn about how to make video game music. This is going to be more of like how I go through the process. So if you're into that, stay tuned. And yeah, I've had a lot of caffeine today, clearly. Let's get into it. Okay, so I think the very first thing I want to do is just set the kicks where they land. If you notice, they just start on the downbeat of every measure. Sounds more of like an explosion than anything, but I'm just gonna assume that's meant to be the kick. So what we're gonna do here, this will be the easiest part of my day. So in fact, I don't even think I need to pull in any grooves. I'll just right click, create MIDI region, go in the piano roll, right click again, create note, go down to crank up the velocity on this guy. Right, very simple. So we have, making a copy of this. Okay. I think the next thing that my ear is picking up is the counter melody. So we'll duplicate you. Right now, I just need some kind of synth. I am gonna pull from Toontrack as usual. Let's try Mellow Tune. I'm gonna just use the voice setting here. Maybe boys choir. And then where does that land? What bar are we at? Oh, we're at 2. Oh, that's right. We need to change you. So it's pretty good. Now, do I want to get? Nah, I won't get too crazy with it. Everything's very, quantized, and might save that for later. Who knows? But so here we go. That's right, because it's 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3. That's handy. I like having a full chord because we have 3 different velocities going on in here. I'm not sure how this is going to sound when... Sorry, I won't talk while I'm doing stuff. I'm not sure how this is going to sound when piped through other plugins. You know, I'm not sure what sounds I have that are going to be equal to what he had in the original song. And I don't even know if that's what he wants. Having a lot of back and forth with the gentleman. And he seems to be very busy. So I'm just going to get it done and then we'll sort things out after. But hopefully... Yeah, let's compare my work. Right, and then I believe... So just a chromatic, just going up. So much fun. I love it. I haven't even gotten into the new stuff yet. The actual writing of the new music, but let's hear what we got. Now I hear a very prominent hi-hat. Want to get that. So you know what? We'll just call this drums kick. Hi-hat. Same thing. It's got the same dynamic level, so we'll see. Maybe I want to add some variety in the velocities in the hi-hat. I couldn't tell if I could hear that. Let's change you. Wow. Find a lot of these. Let's just find what's the tempo here? 150. Oh, awesome. Save you for later. Hi-hats open. That's pretty cool too. All right. I think I'll just bring you in. So, jazz baby. works. And I mean, maybe he'll want this quantized. I don't want to jump to too many conclusions yet, but let's hear that. Now that snare pattern sounds really cool. Wonder if I can separate this. Like, I always forget. Turn on flex, pitch, and then got it. So what I just did is I just walk you through what I just did real quick. Double clicked on this if you're a Logic user. Double clicked on the audio region. Turned on flex pitch. Made sure that I selected flex pitch from the whole flex menu. And then as you can see, there's all these blobs here. You highlight those, you go to edit, and then you go to create MIDI track from flex pitch data. So that's handy. Probably should have done that from the start, but I like using my ear too. So let's see what we got. That's awesome because that saves me the trouble of finding the bass line. So I'm gonna bring you in here. I think I'll just keep it here. Yeah, I think the electric piano feels pretty good. So. I feel like I only hear one snare drum. I'm not sure though. And again, this is all going to change anyway, so I probably shouldn't spend too much time trying to recreate this verbatim, note for note, you know, but I just want to make sure I have a solid starting off point because I think it's a great piece to set the stage. And then from there, I want to develop it, grow it out. I made some notes here of how I wanted it to go into a 12/8 feel. So maybe like more like a traditional metal type song, you know, that's got kind of like a 12/8 shuffle thing going on. Lamb of God has certainly popularized that 12/8 feel as far as contemporary metal goes. I might go down that route. I can't talk today. Sorry. I don't know what my deal is. Filled with the Holy Spirit this morning. Or something. It's a lot of coffee. So I'll just make this a snare. Where'd it go? It's like a da da. So let's see what we got. That'll work. So I'm highlighting the snare track just so I know not to delete that when I highlight everything else. Hold shift. Delete. Okay, now gotta figure out where that. Okay, so boom, boom, ba ba, boom, boom, ba ba. Right. I think we got that. That'll work. Sweet. So we got the counter melody, got the bass. Let's get rid of you. That's cool. It's got a cool halftime thing going on. So that will go. Let's see where it goes here. Whoops. You up. Make sure you guys are. So now, I mean, I don't know how long he wants this to go on for. So it might be like. Ah, okay. Changes here as well. So let's bring you here. Right. So then everything else. All right. Okay. Let's make sure you guys are the same. Bring you up to the same octave. I'm already having like way too much fun with this. And I'm barely doing anything. But this is awesome. I love all the modulation. I love all the cool rhythms. Video game music's awesome. So, what do I have here? Right. And then I believe... Okay, so for me, I feel like setup, change, now it could go it could go a number of different ways. It could either just immediately change to a different thing. I feel like I want to either go to the 12/8 feel immediately, and that's where like different motifs will be introduced, and that'll be a thing where I go down my own little rabbit hole. I need to see, this is going to be a 50-second, so we got the first 10 seconds covered, so that covers the 20 seconds here, and then I would have to add up 30 seconds. Yeah, I think this would be a good place to start. So here, let's take this out. And you know what? Get rid of you. Let's hear the whole thing. Go into something else. I already have ideas as far as like the arrangement goes. Maybe take out the snare in the beginning where we have something like this. Nope. This. That might be cool. So, yeah, let's get into it. So that's all I got for you for now. Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you are interested in learning more about Adventure to Fate, you can check out the game at the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching.